This segment of Delmarva Life is brought to you by State Farm Insurance.
Well, when it comes to our teenagers on the roads, let's be honest. How many times have you waited up at night to make sure they get home safely? It's a sigh of relief when you hear that car pull into the driveway. I know I've certainly done it. I'm still doing it.
Oh, I'm right there with you. Zach just got his license in August. The statistics are downright scary. Take a look at these. State Farm reports that car crashes are the #1 killer of teenagers. Teenagers' first year on the road is their most dangerous. As a matter of fact, during that first year, State Farm reports car crashes account for more than 1 in 3 fatalities for 15 to 20-year-olds, and the majority of injuries and collision claims come in during the month of October.
Wow. That is why this week has been deemed National Teen Driver Safety Week, and Janine O'Donnell is a State Farm agent in Lewis. I can't believe those statistics. They just blow me away. How do we keep our kids safe? What's the first step?
Well, it begins at home, Lisa, with parent education. And we have found, surprisingly, and you'll be happy to hear this too, Jimmy, that teens are actually taking their parents' advice even up to 5 times more than their driver's ed instructor. So what you say has an impact. And the other important thing is that we have to keep the conversation going. Most parents really focus probably twice as much during the first 6 months, but we have found that you need to keep it up a year or 2 years into driving, because you have to remember, circumstances change. They may be driving in different weather conditions. You talked about road construction.
Yeah.
So keep the conversations going.
So then it's pretty important for us to just go ahead and set some rules and monitor our teenagers while they're driving.
Exactly, and these statistics are really staggering. Up to 71% less likely to drive intoxicated are teens who have parental involvement. So it's important that you talk to them, and up to 41% half as likely to be involved in a crash if their parents are talking to them consistently about rules of the road.
Wow. And of course, it's a do as I say, do as I do. We need to lead by example.
You're absolutely right. And the 3 biggies: seatbelt always, cell phone use, and then following the rules of the road, speed limit, things like that. Set the example for the kids.
I really hate to admit that I've picked up the phone to glance at the text, and Zach's caught me. Dad, put that down. Okay, sorry. Okay, now State Farm has actually launched a program to help teenagers, new drivers, with all of this.
Yes, they have. One of the things that we launched just last year is called Road Aware, and I believe we have some footage of that. It's actually a web-based program where teens drive through different situations and learn how to recognize and anticipate road hazards, because really that's the biggest thing. The skill set that they need to learn is anticipation, and that comes with age. One of the examples that is always a good one to talk about is, you know, that ball runs out into the middle of the road, and we as adults know if there's a ball, chances are there's going to be a kid running after it. So that type of thing is important. The other tool that we've launched with a great partner of ours, Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, is Road Trips. So it's another web-based. We know how much teens like being on the internet. This is a fun but educational way for them to work with their parents on segmented pieces that go through each area of driving.
Yeah, and it's important to stay positive when you're talking to your kids about driving.
You're absolutely right. That's why we launched this year Celebrate My Drive. It's a time that's, you know, bittersweet. You're excited because they can go to the store and get that loaf of bread for you, but you wait up with bated breath till they get home. We're moving from scaring to sharing that information, celebrating what they do, but again, with supportive reminders of where are you going, who are you going with. Don't forget to buckle up.
Yeah.
Put the phone away.
Yeah. I always say, be safe, and my son always says, always, Mom.
and even if they do gripe and whine about it, come on, we've got to stick with it.
Yeah. Exactly. Stay involved. That's the biggest message that we want to send. And also to remember for parents and grandparents that driving for your teens is a privilege. It's not a right. They can maintain control. They can talk about when the child can go out, when they should stay at home.
Yeah. Janine, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Great support stuff from State Farm.
Great.
And if you would like links for these tools for our teen drivers and their parents, go to delmarvalife.com and click on the Show tab.
Well, guess what? Still to come on Delmarva Life, we're in the kitchen with Galaxy 66 Bar and Grill from Ocean City, cooking up a healthy fish with a fall twist.
But next, this weekend, it'll be all about the dogs in Easton. That's where we find Brian Spiros this afternoon. Brian, what's going on?
Well, Jimmy and Lisa, it's the 3rd annual Bark in the Park, and all of the money raised will help benefit Talbot Humane and dogs like this little guy here. When we come back, we'll give you all the details of the event and how you can get in on the fun. You're watching Delmarva Life. We will be right back.